And we're live back on the Comic Core for another episode of Is It That Bad? So this is season 2, episode 11, and we're coming towards the end of this season, folks. So yes, a little recap for the last episode of Is It That Bad? Drum roll, please. Unfortunately, we all know that it was just a matter of time before I was dethroned. So, Legend, once again, congratulations. You know, Beauty, Grace, Miss Sunday Night, Legend, my dear.
Beauty, Grace, the face that runs the place, the
So-
queen that runs the machine. The legend is here. Fans, stay clear. We got a good one coming at you tonight. Mark BAR, the superstar. You're here with us live. What are you eating tonight?
I had pizza, and it had jalapenos, Alfredo sauce instead of pizza sauce, and then smoked mozzarella with a little bit of Gouda.
There you go.
Man.
I don't know. It was really good.
That's all you can ever ask for. But Kat, real quick, why don't you check that chat?
All right. So first off in the chat, we got Ricky Martstadt, and he's got a question. Yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
And now you're lightweight. Anyway, Ricky Martstadt's got a question. Is anyone going to Unicron Las Vegas?
Unicorn?
Is it Unicorn or Unicron?
That's Unicorn.
Unicorn Las Vegas 2021. I'm sorry. I may have already pre-gamed this. October 1st to the 3rd.
I ain't eating them Lucky Charms, baby. I ain't jumping the rainbow for nobody.
Yeah. Ricky,
I ain't bending over for
are
no pot of
going
gold.
to Florida for Universal Horror Nights.
Awesome.
That's going to be the end of this month. So, you know, we got that coming up. And now we're not actually planning on going to that con, but have a fun time, my dear. So, you know, of course, we all know that the Ouija shark was dethroned, you know, rest in peace, Ouija shark. And we've got the new reigning champion of the Time Machine. I bought it. I bought it at a yard sale or found it at a yard sale?
Either or, man. It doesn't matter.
Whatever. Time Machine, yard sale Time Machine. We're going to start calling it that. Yard sale Time Machine. Yard sale Time Machine is the current champion of Is It That Bad? Of course, this film, this was not a for real, contender for Is It That Bad? I just wanted to have fun, and I wanted to showcase a film that I was down for. So Get Duked. It's a movie that I feel like doesn't get enough love, personally. I think this film is so much fun. Huge shout out to Mama Ren. She's the person who originally made me watch this movie.
It is very good.
Yeah.
And Get Duked. We've got 4 misfit teenage boys that are attempting the Duke of Edinburgh Award. Basically, they have to survive voyaging across the Highlands for 4 days, which it's so freaking messed up. And they even say this in the movie. It's messed up because they actually allow teenagers to do this on a regular basis. And I looked it up. Yes, people do get seriously injured, killed. They do go missing. You're in the freaking wilderness here. And is that supposed to be my dragon mark?
I don't know. This was just remembering from memory.
So I bought these, a little off topic here. I bought these little like tattoo pens at Spirit Halloween just for the heck of it. And I told Mark that I really wanted to get a Dragon Rider tattoo. And this is his idea of a Dragon Rider.
Cool.
That's not.
That's nowhere close.
That's nowhere close. All he remembers is that it was a swirl.
you show me a picture, I can
It
do
works. It works. But yeah, Get Duked. We've got 4 misfit teens, 3 of which are, I mean, let's face it, they're kind of screw ups.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our DJ Beetroot. We've got Duncan. I forget what the other one's name is. I remember Duncan McDonald because it's literally like
Ian. Ian was the little smart one.
Ian's the good boy. He's the good boy. And what was the other one's name who wanted to pull fish?
Was it Dylan or
Dylan?
Yeah,
I think
Dylan.
Okay, so the 4 boys right there. And they're kind of all misfits. Ian, of course, is the goody good boy who's doing this for college credit. He's doing this to show off for, for trying to get into different job opportunities, things like this. This is a resume pad for him. And this is something that he can be proud of and he can present for opportunities moving forward. The other boys screwed up and decided to accidentally burn down a building and then film a music video in front of it.
Which I'm sure was an epic music video.
I kind of love it, though. DJ Beetroot. DJ Beetroot rapping in front of a burning building.
He had some interview. He had some fans on the net, man.
Oh my gosh. All right, Legend. What did you think of Get Duked before we get into the meat of this movie?
All the boys kind of troubled except for one, and of course the other one's bad. The other kid's badness rubs off on one good kid, but the one good kid's goodness rubs off on the other 3 bad kids. So I thought that was a good combination, and it really did kind of remind me of a modern day Stand By Me movie. Really cool. Love the characters. They get escaped. They're dropped off by this guy in a van, their teacher, and he's wanting them to meet him and all this crap somewhere else. So they're going on a journey to find the guy, and it just ends up being a complete shit show journey. But they all found redemption, and they all won out in the end. It had some crazy, cult that was killing kids that wore the faces of the kids. What did you think about that?
So the rich people who have decided to cull the miscreant youth is what they're basically referring to it as. So basically it's some of the now aged lords and ladies that are kind of left over. It's literally the rich people of the Highlands are going through, and the miscreant youth that are attempting this award, they're killing them. And it was really kind of disturbing to realize that they're wearing skin masks. Shout out to the Saw, because the Saw's family and all that.
Family,
but
Leatherface, Ed Gein, they love wearing that leather.
Oh, spoiler alert! If you're paying attention at the beginning of the movie, it spells out death. It's like
the
the DEATH, right?
Their substitute T-shirt, the way it outlines red and death. It's really, really ominous, really awesome.
It is.
But there's so many crazy things that happen in this movie. Of course, we've got the whole side plot with the cops, and they're trying to figure out this bread thief situation. And then they get a call from the boys, and they're like, there's some psycho pedophiles that are after us. They're trying to kill us. He's like, oh, no, you can't say that. He's like, you don't know if they're pedophiles. He's like, you're 16. He's like, they could charge you for that. It's like, oh. He's like, well, the psychos that are trying to kill us. He's like, and we don't know if they fancy us or not. We still don't know if they fancy us.
I like that.
But I love the fact that the boys are so hung up on the Duke with this.
Off topic. Do you hear a piano?
I think that's one of his boys.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's fine.
Pretty good, right?
Oh yeah.
All right,
but
the Duke, man.
Right.
The Duke.
The boys are so hung up on the Duke of Edinburgh and being told about it and everything that when they see this guy off in the distance. They think it's the Duke. And they're like, oh my God, we're going to get the award. This is awesome. And he actually starts shooting at them. So watching these boys scramble to try to survive is pretty funny. Honestly, all of the moments of just them walking in the countryside is hilarious because you get to see the whole dynamic of the three of them. And the four of them. You I personally, I read this as Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
I would personally say Duncan is Ed, Ian is Double D, and I would say that DJ Beetroot and Dylan can both kind of be morphed into Eddie, personally for me. But the four of them and their dynamic and just how they kind of like bust each other's chops constantly. But you can tell there's still a lot of love there, especially like when they're shooting the little like rap sequence in the music video. Duncan's shooting it for DJ Beetroot, and Dylan's just trying to get high, and Ian's just trying to walk around. He's like, Ian, he's going mental, and he's shaking him, and it's like, no, he's not going mental. You're just shaking him. But even the moment of DJ Beetroot. You're walking through the middle of the freaking Highlands and you're going to wear solid white and get upset at there being mud everywhere and expect Duncan to actually carry you, which he does.
Hey, Duncan, is that electric?
He has to actually unbutton his pants. DJ Beetroot is the best character in this entire movie. I love DJ Beetroot so much. To his album. I would buy this album. I would pay so much money for this album. DJ Beetroot, his dick is like a Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah,
that's a rhyme.
Yeah. That was one of my wife's Brandy she loved that line. That was like she laughed out loud when that was going on. So many great rhymes, and of course they were taking some of that bunny rabbit stuff, some of that black tar. Some of that,
oh my God.
What do you call that? It's a resin, the black tar stuff. Anyway, they was taking a lot of those freaking things. And man, it was cool to see special effects and with the music and the beats where their heads would get bigger and stuff that to the music. That was freaking awesome.
So one thing that I really enjoyed about this that I could see the second I actually read it was the director for this is a first-time film director.
Wow.
That he's actually a music video director by trade. This is his first ever feature film. And you can kind of tell with some of this is definitely a very musically driven film without it being a musical. And I mean, like the special effects and everything that goes on throughout. I mean, it's got the music video edge to it. But like it's funny throughout, and I feel like it was enough cheeseball without losing its drive. I mean, it stayed on topic. I don't feel like I was bored at any time with these characters. Yeah, I had so much fun, could not stop laughing. What about you, Rich?
This is one of those laugh out loud movies. They had a lot of good funny parts in there, especially when their teacher that brought him along on this trip in the first place, he had a scar on his leg, and then the boys, of course, they threw that freaking little they threw the little fake little bomb down there, and then they had to throw the little frisbee of fire down there, light it up, and it burnt the leg of the Duke. And then so when the boys recognized their teacher in shorts, the teacher in shorts had a scar. So they all thought that was the Duke. We got to kill him. And then, of course, good old Duncan, just goes right at it, gets in the van and just runs him over. And then they put him in the van, like a little Weekend at Bernie's action. They put him in the van, and they want to roll the van off a cliff. But the thing is, they're already on the top of a hill. So when they release the emergency brake, the freaking vehicle, the van just goes back. And backwards, and the kid's like, well, it's gonna fall off a cliff eventually.
It's an island.
Because it's an island. That's right. She knows it.
And then don't you love how it made a full circle there at the end?
Oh yeah,
it made a full circle then. and it freaking landed on, once the Duchess and the Duke or whatever, they got their family, they called with that horn, and then the whole little bunch of the little clan came, and then the Jeep just landed on all of them right in the nick of time.
Save the boys.
It's a good movie.
So wait, I haven't gotten to the part about the rabbit poo.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. Do you wanna explain the rabbit poo a little more?
All right.
Yeah, you do that.
Every time
Mark.
you see little VHS little clips of like just randomness, that means they're tripping super hard.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to explain the rabbits, why it's supercharged?
It's kind of like monkeys eating the coffee, and it's really, really strong coffee, right? But this time they're eating shrooms, and the rabbits then poop it out, supercharged.
Yep, rabbits eating the magic mushrooms, and it supercharges the poops. But you're only supposed to be taking one. We learned that from the farm side.
Yep.
So, of course, we had like our kind of back and forth Scooby-Doo moments with the boys being chased by the Duke and by the Duchess, and the boys later on turning tables on them and everything. But the last big chase that the Duke and Duchess gave against the boys, of course, Ian falls and gets hurt, and the boys opt to leave him there. I do like the fact that at least Duncan was like trying to cover him up and everything. He's like, camouflage, pretend you're a deer. And then he runs away.
Muddy Moss's face.
And some twigs. He got twigs.
Dylan put the twigs on him, and he stayed there pretty good for a long time. And they of course they found him, the Duchess and the damn.
Well,
but he got out. He got out of it though.
It's because he got up and started running. That's why they found him.
Yeah, but
he would have laid there like he had said.
So we've had this kind of like argument between the boys with everything that's been going on, and like of course anyone would get a little stressed out, but they've decided whether or not they're going to go to try to get help from this farm or if they're going to try to hide in this cave. It's just the three boys now because Ian's off, he's covered in debris, and the Duke and Duchess are closing in on him. And of course, Duncan and Dylan don't want to go into the farm because they're already scared enough. And DJ Beetroot is like, no. He's like, we need to go in that farm. He's like, well, what are we going to do if there's like psychos in there? We're already being chased by enough psychos. He's like, we can just do this. He's like, really? What are we going to be finger gunning at him? Like, what is this? And they call him out on a lot of his bullshit. And there's a little bit of a fight between the boys here. And I have a lot of respect for the next scene. We see the boys kind of break off into their own little things. The two boys go off and try to find a cave, and ultimately they decide they need to go save Ian because that's their boy. And we've got DJ Beetroot ultimately finding that he's got a fan base there in the Highlands now. So earlier on in the film, he gives his demo record, his demo tape, to this random farmer that they come across, and we see him in a little bit of a clip, and he's singing along to a rap, and he's just like, my dick is like a tyrannosaur. And it's the funniest thing ever. I love this line so much. But DJ Beetroot, he's got a fan base here in the Highlands, and ultimately he learns a lot from them. And big shout out to the farmers of the Highlands. But farm side, everyone, farm side.
And DJ Beetroot, when he was in there, he was in his element. The fans all recognized him. They loved him. It was like, CM Punk coming home to Chicago. I mean, this guy was known through all the Highlands. And then he, the old farmer, he turned on the jam box, and dude, he just rapped some freestyle to him. It was freaking awesome. And of course, during that time, that was when he also started taking some of the rabbit poop.
We learned about the rabbit poop here. which, of course, the boys, DJ Beetroot and Farmside, they go and they end up saving the boys later on. And, we learn quite a bit from the farmers, but ultimately they have to go and try to get the Duke and the Duchess themselves. And that's where we get to like the kind of climax of the film. And is it just me, or did anyone else just want to like smack the Duchess when she was talking about that sword? And she's just like, and then we cut off the Smith's hands, so no common hands would ever touch this sword. She's like, hand me the sword and I'll right this wrong. It's like, no, what kind of an idiot is going to hand you a sword when you just said you're going to cut their hands off? No.
He kind of lunged at her, and she backed the hell away because she didn't want to get her shit cut.
Right? But I mean, and then they try to turn it around and say that, oh, well, they're trying to teach the boys a lesson because the boys are, they're selfish. And, these young whippersnappers not really respecting their elders. And, they're saying they trash the world. And we got to have this, like, battle of the generations there for a hot second, which I was like, why does this need to happen? They're just trying to kill teenagers.
Yeah, DJ Beetroot. You remember DJ Beetroot was still with the farmers. Ian got rescued by Dylan and
Ricky. And yes, in case you're wondering, yes, it would be like a Dragon Rider mark from Aragon, but it would be from the books, not necessarily the movie.
Do you remember like Dylan and Ian? No, it was Dylan and who's that one guy, Drake or what? I can't remember. Who's the guy that burned the house down?
That's Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan
McDougal. Duncan McDougal.
Duncan and Dylan. And then good old Ian.
Duncan McDonald.
Those three were in hot water.
The whitest white name.
The whitest white boy. He's almost an albino. An albino.
Yeah. Those three, they were the one getting the crowd of those freaks, and then they called in the farmers for backup. And Beetroot brought his boys, the farmers, with him to the fight.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be awesome.
No, I had fun with this, and a little side story that's kind of like sprinkled throughout is the fact that there's been a shortage of bread, and you find out that there's been a bread thief. It's been stealing everyone's bread throughout the Highlands, everyone's, including one of the police officers had under lock and key some bread in a bread box, and there's no bread in there. And it's just like, this is the crime of a century. This bread thief.
But I mean,
people are having to spread jam on dog biscuits. There are children that have never seen a baguette before. This is tragedy.
I mean, if you really think about it, if that were true,
that would be pretty bad.
It would be bad.
But, we've got this substitute teacher who's supposed to be in charge of the boys, and he just kind of disappears. He's gone for a few days or whatever, and then the boys meet up with him. And, of course, they
was
do
it a
see
few
the
days or
marching.
a few hours?
A few days, most of a day, whatever. But he's gone for a while. He has a vehicle. They catch back up with him, and he's got injuries that he can't necessarily explain.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we find out what the substitute teacher was doing. The substitute teacher was actually the bread thief all along.
Yep, the red herring was there all along.
I love the fact that even though the boys tried to kill him by mistake, and he survived, he's not going to open his mouth to the cops because he's the bread thief. And he doesn't want to get caught as being the bread thief.
He's just got to go along with it.
They're just going along with all of it, the entire thing.
So you get like a freaking Scooby-Doo adventure. You get a battle royale style movie, like where they got to be just stay alive as long as they can. And you got Leatherface type family people that are old OG cannibalistic. It's just got everything
got
in
an
it.
amazing
Rap,
soundtrack
beetroot,
for
yeah.
this. I mean, the beautiful countryside. I did see they used a bit of CGI and like green screen work, but I mean, there's a lot of gorgeous countryside in this. And I definitely loved that.
CGI?
They did use some CGI.
Some.
I mean, they had to for some of it.
Yeah.
Way better CGI than Time Machine garage sale.
just in front of a green screen just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But honestly, I love this movie. I love this movie.
It was a really
so
good
much.
one.
There's really nothing bad I can say about this film.
I'd give it just an A. I wouldn't give it an A+, but I'd give it a good solid A.
It's a fun film.
It was solid, fun. It was an A film all the way. Very cool film. Like, if you've never seen it, watch it just for the technical side of it, because all of the things and all the motions and the pictures, it all matches up to the music. It's really cool.
Oh yeah. So I think we have I think we've decided, I think we're pretty much unanimous that this Is It That Bad? Get Duked, the Amazon Prime exclusive movie. No, it is not that bad. It's actually a really fun movie. So yes, Legend, you are still safe as Miss Sunday Night.
Beauty and the Great Miss Sunday Night is here. Everyone stay clear. Golly.
You gotta bow down, Miss Sunday Night, everyone. I kind of just ripped off the Miss America song with this. I need to come up with something more clever for Miss Sunday Night. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. But Legend, I do think I have something that could defeat your yard sale time machine. The time machine you found at a yard sale. I think
be good
for the final episode of this season, because we are going to be going on. Did we decide a 2-week hiatus after this?
I think so. Going on tour.
Because we are going on our little vacation, and it would fall after that. You know, after that we would have an episode.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. The final episode, of course, we'll let you know the movie. What's the movie?
So for the final episode of season 2 of Is It That Bad, everyone, this is going to be a film that I actually think could defeat the time machine I found at a yard sale. And once again, you know, restore my title before the end of it. And that is Vampageddon, everyone. Careful what you wish for. Vampageddon.
What is that? What channel is that on?
This is available on Tubi for free, everyone.
All right.
Go ahead and check out Tubi. You know, we always try to find films that you can stream online, either through various platforms or for free. That is kind of what this whole thing is, because we want our audience to go ahead and watch a film in anticipation with us. This last episode, I know. Come over here. This last episode is going to be for Vampageddon. I'm going to take this down because you can't see Mark at all. But get off me. But
wait, I match up with the arms almost.
But
Vampageddon, that's going to be the one to see.
Vampageddon.
Do I match up yet?
I have not watched it yet, but I will tell you, I know some of the behind the scenes stuff that goes into this. I do know that this is supposed to be teenagers that want to be vampires. I say teenagers because they're clearly not teenagers. And they've decided they want to be turned into vampires. And how else are you going to get turned into a vampire other than bringing a vampire back to life with a Ouija board somehow?
Damn.
I don't know. We're going full circle with this one. But
Damn.
I've heard some stuff about this movie. I feel like this might be the one. There is a trailer available for this on YouTube. I would highly suggest you go ahead and check that out. Like I said earlier, this is available free to stream on Tubi.
Yep.
So go ahead and check that out. Tubi is a free platform where you can stream whatever, and it's not pirating. There's ads and everything. It's all good. It's all above board. Just throwing it out there. But Vampageddon is going to be the final episode of Is It That Bad Season 2 before we go into a 2-week hiatus before Season 3. So, even after Is It That Bad will continue. So, Legend, before we go, any shout outs, anything you want to promote, talk about?
Well,
any of that nonsense?
Some shout outs. The shout outs I got is you can go check out youtube.com/RDowdy95 and see some damn good Wrestling Empire roster renaming. And if you want to see more Red Dead Redemption, you're going to want to see some Twitch gaming. So go to twitch.tv/RDowdy95, where the great legends coming at you live with comics, cooking, gaming, and the truth. And even my little Jackson says, God bless each and every one of you. There he is. Woo! Oh, this ain't no Copa. Oh, you 13 now, so you can be on camera. All right. I just don't want to get no pedos. I don't want no pedo action. I ain't like that Chaz. Now, what? It was good.
What?
All right, what? But yeah, we've had some good times here tonight. We've had some good rhymes. But yeah, stay tuned for more stuff. You never know what the great legend has in store. But man, I tell you, Kat and Mark, they do love their gore.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here I am currently working on updating the studio. Yeah, I know. I've been saying that for a while. But I've got Carson holding me accountable because Carson and I are working on kind of a big project for the month of October.
Mm-hmm.
So I need it ready to go. And it's getting there. It looks really, really good. I know I've showed this guy some of the snippets.
I saw that sneak peek, and I loved what you've done so far. Man,
got some snippets going on.
It's just got everything on it. It's gonna have some good stuff, and everything you look at, the fans will see a movie that the item is based on in their own individual reality.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, Mark, how about you, man?
About what?
Anything you want to promote?
Anything you're excited about eating for breakfast tomorrow?
I was thinking about doing like eggs.
Eggs, okay.
Just eggs.
Eggs are good. A lot of protein in eggs.
Okay, maybe with a little bit of milk, a little bit of garlic, and some like salt, pepper together.
Okay, Mark, you got it.
And for lunch, I'm grilling hamburgers tomorrow. Either lunch or dinner, but I'm grilling on the grill. We're gonna have some hamburgers and hopefully some potatoes in the form of fries or tater tots, either or. That's what I love. That's what I got at the store. Walmart grocery pickup. Shout out to Sam's Club, Seawood 19's hub. Of the day, he works all day. He goes to bed at 4, and then he goes to work at 4, and then I think he gets off at 2 feeling bad and bruised and awfully blue. But anyways, too many rhymes, too many times. Kat Wren, take us out because I think my phone is getting hot.
All right, guys. So that is it for this episode of Is It That Bad? Season 2, episode 11. Still, once again, our reigning champion, Miss Sunday Night himself. That is the great one himself, the great
Season
legend
2.
live show. Once again with a time machine I found at a yard sale, or I bought at a yard sale. I don't know. One of those. It's a long title. really bad movie. We covered it in the last episode.
Pretty bad.
We'll just call it another trophy in the Great Legends trophy case.
I'm going to be getting that trophy back next episode. Don't you worry. But of course, next episode, join us once again for Is It That Bad? Where we talk about Vampageddon for the finale episode of season 2's Is It That Bad? Before we go on a 2-week hiatus before season 3. So huge shout out there. As of course, please do like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Check out, our own additional channels, aka the Great Legend live show. Also, he's available on Twitch, Instagram, the Twitters, Facebooks, all the nonsense, as well as maybe go check out Mark and I. We've got BKR90, Cavern Figures, Cinema Figures. Gonna be dropping some stuff for the month of October. Sorry, maybe not pregame before live stream, Cap, but
yes, I like the pregame.
But we're gonna keep going. Any Hoosiers?
Well, for the whole month of August, we're gonna keep going great.
Any Hoosiers? That is it for this episode. Until next time, guys. I'm your host, Caitlin Cat. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Wait. I need to get one cat paw. One cat paw. Oh, she's not doing it. Okay.
She's gonna bite you.
Probably. All right.